Well, folks, strap yourselves in for yet another cinematic abomination masquerading as a whimsical romp for the whole family. That's right, I'm talking about Wonka, the latest in a never ending parade of unnecessary prequels focused on turning a quick buck by exploiting our collective nostalgia. Where to even begin with this travesty? Oh, I know. How about the very concept of unnecessarily filling gaps that no one asked to be filled? We're witnessing the commodification of wonder, the bureaucratization of imagination. Why would anyone want to uncover the mystery of Willy Wonka? The entire point of Roald Dahl's character was the enigmatic allure, the not knowing. But why bother with subtlety and charm when you can spoon-feed audiences exposition like the gruel in a Dickensian workhouse? The film opens with, you guessed it, a painfully forced backstory that robs the mercurial Candyman of all his mystical appeal. Because according to modern studio executives, every character needs a Freudian excuse for being interesting. Want to talk about a scene I hated? Oh, take your pick, really. Maybe the gratuitous and awkwardly choreographed dance numbers that make you wonder if you're witnessing a fever dream, the kind that not even Busby Berkeley in his worst nightmare could have conjured up. Then there's the introduction of the Oompa Loompas, which in this version, lacking the ethical awkwardness and labor complexities of the original, makes you long for the days when the Chocolate Factory actually posed interesting, darker questions about Wonka's enterprise. No, instead we get a glossy, CGI-laden sideshow that makes the Polar Express look like a paragon of heartfelt animation. Don't even get me started on the saccharine dialogue, a confectionery catastrophe that's so cloyingly sweet it would send anyone into a diabetic coma. Every line oozes with the desperate need to be quotable, to be memed, to be slapped on t-shirts and bumper stickers. It's as if the depth of storytelling and character development has been entirely subsumed by the merchandisability of pithy one-liners and half-baked platitudes. Every single scene is like someone took a classic work of art and vandalized it with neon graffiti. Not the good Banksy kind, but the kind that screams corporate-mandated rebelliousness. It's a color-by-numbers approach to filmmaking that's less about capturing the magic of the story and more about capturing the fleeting attention spans of a generation raised on TikTok and Fortnite. And just when you think it can't get any worse, they wheel out the tired old trope of saving the factory like some hackneyed MacGuffin, as if we're not all painfully aware that the script's true antagonist is originality, and the hero we're all rooting for is artistic integrity, both conspicuously absent here. In conclusion, Wonka is a film that makes you feel like you've just watched the last flicker of hope for the future of cinema die out. It's a capitalist fever dream masquerading as a family-friendly origin story, another nail in the coffin of creativity, hammered in by executives too afraid to take a risk on something that hasn't been pre-chewed and regurgitated by the focus groups. It's not just a movie, it's a symptom of an industry that's unrepentantly lost its way, a glaring billboard that screams, "We've run out of ideas." So save your money, save your time, and for the love of all things cinematic, don't encourage them by watching this dumpster fire of a film. And with that, I leave you to ponder the state of modern cinema, where the chocolate river runs thick with mediocrity, and the candy is laced with the bitter taste of disillusionment.